All right, we're back, man. Let's talk about it. Let's make sure the systems are green and are good. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, Certified True TV. Appreciate it. All right, what are we doing now? So today is the 12th of December, 2024. 2024. All right, so let's do a mic check, make sure this is good. Let's make sure this. So we're good here. So a lot of stuff going on. They caught the alleged assassin of the CEO, Brian Thompson, CEO in the health industry. And we're going to go through it. There's a lot of information coming out right now, a lot of things going on, right? So let's go through some of it. Hope you guys will join me on this one. I'm sure you will. Okay, where are we at here? So we're going to go with this background noise. This one. Hold on a second. All right, so here we go. So you guys want to know what's going on? It says doctors reveal how a lack of sex can turn men into killers. So when modern women say they're not dating and they don't want to procreate, they're literally trying to make these guys that are weak go insane enough where they're not getting sex, they're not getting bombed. And so now they want to go out there and commit acts of violence. This is what they're doing. And dating apps are causing this. Tinder, Bumble, Match Group, they're causing this. This is what they want. This is part of their playbook. Clearly it is, right? Here we go. So, doctors reveal how a lack of sex can turn men into killers. Right? Doctors have raised the prospect that sexual frustration may have played a role in the healthcare CEO's assassination as speculation swirls about the alleged killer's motive. He's sexually frustrated. So he wants to go out there and say, well, where can I exercise and use that, burn that energy off? Over here, we call you a simp. Over here, we call you a beta male. Over here, we call you a weak-minded male. Over here, we call you a low testosterone male. Because you're a simp.
It's amazing.
Let's continue on. Luigi Mangione, 26, is said to have been unable to have sex because of a debilitating lower back injury that caused him constant pain, according to a friend and former roommate who he lived with while at a surf camp in Hawaii. His friends say the lower back pain also caused Mangione to retreat away from his friends and family and quit sports, surfing and hiking. Psychiatrists say the sexual frustration can leave someone with feelings of anger and frustration over being unable to find a partner. That's most of these guys out here, which they blame society for. Violent attacks may be carried out as an emotional release. So if you wonder why the violence is starting, because they want to release their tension. Dr. Raj Prasad, a psychiatrist in Britain, told DailyMail.com, it definitely is the case that there is a link between sexual frustration and attacks. We've seen some famous examples in history. Sex is really such a powerful drive that it is difficult to break out of the vision, unlike with others, such as a desire for money. All right, and then they talk about Trump's would-be assassin Matthew Crooks appeared to have been sexually frustrated watching porn before trying to kill the then presidential candidate. And experts have also previously drawn a link between sexual frustration and mass shooters and murderers, adding that Adam Lanza, the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooter, had child abuse images on his phone. Elliot Rodger, who killed 6 people and injured 14 in California in 2014, is thought to have gone on a shooting spree out of hatred towards women who rejected him. They're literally creating these kind of guys over here. Right? Six-pack Chad couldn't get laid, couldn't find a wife. He has 6 feet. He's 6 feet tall. For what I understand, with his educational background, he would be considered the high-value man, and he can't get laid. He can't find a girlfriend. I wonder why. A 2023 study on 178 mass shootings in the United States from 1966 to 2021 found that about a third of the shooters had sexual frustrations. They were also 6 times more likely to have a history of sexual offending, and were also more likely to have a strong desire for fame. These individuals exhibited various indications of sexual frustration, such as explicit complaints, stalking, harassment, engagement in illegal sexual behaviors, and interest in minors for violent fetishes. Those are dating apps. Those are dating streaming services. Yes? That's what they've created. They're creating this kind of shit. He said sexually frustrated mass shooters were more likely to become young male, unmarried, childless, unemployed, and I think that's misogynistic compared to other mass shooters. They exhibited behaviors associated with relief seeking, power seeking, revenge seeking, and displaced frustration. All right, he said members of this heavily online group often express misogynistic views and hostility towards women, as well as espousing traditional family values in opposition to LGBTQ rights. It says Manigo, however, appears to have been captured by far-left anti-capitalist ideals, and the Texas of a Unabomber, Ted Kaczak, I think that's Kaczak, I don't know, Kaczak, I think so, who started sending bombs to people after watching the wilderness by his home to be destroyed. What does this say? Who started sending bombs to people after watching the wilderness by his home to be destroyed? I don't know. That's what he's saying. My whole thing is they're psychotic. These guys don't make sense. They're weak. They don't wear onion belts. They should wear an onion belt.
So I tied an onion to my belt.
They're not smart, right? Every day it shows they're not smart. They're not wise. Okay, so here's his arrest video. Let's switch that up here. Okay, hold on. Let's play this. I just think it's crazy, right? Like, this is what they promote. Degenerate culture. Hold on, let me make myself bigger here.
Down.
He's so psychotic. Oh my God, he's psychotic. Nonsensical. Oh, he's psychotic. He's nonsensical. He makes no sense. This is how they want these males out here. Weak and confused. Weak and confused. Okay, so other posts from a Reddit account suspected to be Manigones describe the individual experiencing locked up back and hips and intermittent numbness. It said that is really interesting. That really does suggest the back pain was central to his identity and dominated his way of looking at the world. Back issues may not have been his only barrier to sex, saying he may have also struggled to connect with women. So why wasn't he able to connect with women? I mean, I'm pretty sure he could log on to a dating app and just, ask women if they're dating, if they're single, what they're looking for. And maybe that would get him a pathway into him finding a wife. How come it didn't work for him? Because the dating apps don't work. That's the whole point. They're trash, garbage. should be shattered into 1,000 pieces and scattered off into the wind. I don't want to appear to be supportive or anything, but he is good looking. This guy said he's a good looking guy, an Ivy League graduate. So why doesn't he have a girlfriend? Well, this is why I'm asking. Look at that. Let me make that bigger here. Right? Why doesn't he have a girlfriend? Why? You have to wonder why, right? I don't want to appear to be supportive or anything, but he is a good-looking guy, an Ivy League graduate. So why doesn't he have a girlfriend? You can blame social media. You can blame dating apps, dating streaming services with the games they play. Right? He said, I suspect he had trouble in some way with connecting to women. Right? He said it's also possible that Mangione was homosexual, which would come with its own mental and psychological challenges, particularly around both accepting his own sexuality and believing others would accept it. Right? It said they warned that in severe cases, this can cause the penis to become numb if the nerve delivering feeling to the area, called I think it's echidna, is suppressed. So it can make your penis go numb if you're not getting sex. It can be suppressed. They warn that the suppression of this and other nerves can also lead to issues with erections and ejaculation. Comes as young people in America generally are having much less sex than older generations because of social media. They're having less sex. Technology controls them. They live through algorithms. I think we're all living through algorithms right now. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. All right. So it says nearly 1 in 3 young men and 10 to 15% of women not having had sex by the age of 30 years old, according to a 2020 study from the University of Indiana. Among the most famous mass shooters also struggling with sexual frustration are George Sadini, who shot 4 women at an LA fitness center in 2009, and then himself. It was later revealed that the man had written repeatedly about women rejecting him and the frustration that it had left him feeling. He also repeatedly said how he had not had sex in 20 years. The Mangione police are yet to reveal a theory as to their suspected motive for the shooting. And that's the article. He was sexually frustrated. Here's another historical fact that when it comes to men and dating and relationships, it's not working out for them too well. A couple articles here. We have, let me put my call-in link here. So we have a couple things here. So he had a Twitter account. Let me show you his Twitter. So this was his Twitter account. It showed his, all his photos there. And he's still on Twitter right now. There was an article here. Hold on a second. He had a Reddit post here. I don't know if it's under this one here. Yeah, he has a lot of. This is in 2022. Maybe it's coming up. Yeah, here's his Reddit post here. So there's a Reddit post. It said, born into a wealthy family, attends a $40K a year private school, becomes valedictorian, earns a bachelor's and master's in computer science by 26. No criminal record, no behavioral red flags, clean slate. Sharp dress, photogenic, Chad, and active on social media. Vacations abroad, posts polished photos. Looks like he's thriving, lands internships, and builds a resume that screams success. Spends free time exploring AI, mushrooms, and self-optimization trends. Writes a Goodreads review on Ted K. Sprinkles in safe, edgy. Joins the professional world, follows the system's script perfectly. No signs of instability. Just another rising star in the tech scene. Disappears from friends for 3 months. 2024 kills United Health CEO. What happened, bros? People don't want to ask those hard, tough questions. But again, here's another historical fact. Okay, so we got that. Someone got a tattoo of him. Okay, so there's that article there. So he did have a leaked, you know. Oh yeah, let me do this reaction bit. So I'm going to show you how psychotic these modern women are. I'm going to show you how psychotic they are, like the way they think. Hold on. We're going to go to... Okay, so here's this from the Whatever podcast. Check this out. Listen to this. Crazy nonsense. Bring you in a second, man.
He used drugs. It's a whole situation. But he used drugs, and every once in a while he sold them. So technically...
But he wasn't like...
He wasn't like a dealer.
Proxy. That's not by proxy. That's just, yes, you dated the drug dealer.
Oh, well. Yeah. Then yes.
But it was... Okay. What about you?
I mean, I'm in the industry by, what's it called? By default. Yeah.
Well, like excluding, I guess, legal drug sales.
Oh, then no. I wouldn't say.
What about you?
I've been on dates with one before.
Okay. And then what drugs was he selling? Cocaine, meth, heroin,
Well,
fentanyl.
I've dated like
Multiple?
Yeah,
drug
I've dated
dealers?
multiple. One was like strictly like just weed, and then there was another who sold like everything.
Okay.
But we didn't date for long.
Okay. What about you?
Strictly weed.
Okay.
I thought you ain't asked no questions.
Huh?
I thought you ain't asked no questions. How you knew he was selling?
Yeah,
I mean, if I had to assume.
Oh man. At least you ain't no snitch.
What about you?
Everything.
Oh,
What do you mean everything?
Okay, I don't know.
There was a guy there was a guy that you were dating. who
Okay,
was-
here's like coke, Molly, ecstasy,
Okay.
probably mushrooms. I don't know what.
Sure.
else.
Next question. Have any of you dated a man with a face tattoo?
I have.
So going around the table,
Yes, and it was my name.
it was your what?
It was your name?
and you left him?
Who's the audio?
Yes, I left.
Wait, have you dated multiple men with face tattoos?
with your name on it.
No, he was the only one.
Okay.
Yes.
Multiple.
Oh no, just one.
Just one.
Wait.
Okay. She's do the
just
math. Do the math.
Just one, just one.
All right.
No.
Casually, like, been on dates with, or like not the long-term relationship.
How about 3 or more hangouts?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No. No.
I thought your boyfriend had face tats.
Got it removed.
I could have sworn. I don't. She just seemed. I don't know. All right. How about? Have any of you dated a guy who, while dating, he was wearing an ankle monitor?
No.
No.
Yes.
I don't think while dating, but I have
A lot of
friends.
enthusiasm on that one.
I've had friends who've had to wear ankle monitors, but like I don't think anybody I've dated or while I was dating.
Lily.
No.
Okay. Have any of you dated a guy who, while dating, was on probation or parole?
No worries.
I tripped. Something awful is coming.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yes.
Maybe.
Which one? There.
Probation.
Yeah, for what kind of? Was it a drug crime?
Trapping.
Trapping. What is trapping?
Selling
Selling
It's an
drugs.
Atlanta-based term.
Trap.
That's what
Drug.
they want.
The drug area is called the trap.
The trap.
Like another word for drug house.
Right? They're attracted to the drug dealer. They're attracted to the wild guy because the wild guy gives them some thrills. He actually gives them thrills.
Well, bando.
The trap.
So they call it the trap. So in Atlanta they call it trapping and just call
I
on.
see.
So everybody call it trapping.
I see. Okay, trapping. Okay,
Yeah.
You legal trapping right now.
I see. Okay.
Alright. No.
Okay.
What's the question again?
It was the was on probation or parole. Have you dated
Yes.
a guy? Okay.
Yes.
No.
No.
Okay. Have any of you dated a man who's been okay, fuck it, convicted of a violent crime? Like a murder, or that's obviously pretty extreme, a murder or assault and battery with grievous bodily injury?
Been on a date
I have. Oh,
or dated?
I definitely have. Oh yeah. I forgot.
What about yeah?
And yeah, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I got to put that out there and plug it. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because I think 61% of viewers watch my content, but they're not subscribed. So just subscribe to the channel, man. You watch the content and you know what I mean? So just do that. Like, it's not hard. It's not a hard concept.
Yeah, you?
I've been on a date, but it didn't last.
Mm-hmm.
No.
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 Okay.
I definitely did.
Have any of you dated a man who has murdered somebody?
No.
Okay. And then I guess final question on this, then we'll get back to the reaction here on Luigi. Do you guys find it like either attractive or turn on seeing a man be violent towards another man?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Depends what the situation is.
Yeah, it depends on.
Right? They find it's attractive for them when another man is violent towards another man. Listen to the psychology.
If he's fighting for me.
What about something simple like he's a boxer or he's a UFC fighter?
Oh, yeah.
And he's he kicks the crap out of the opposition. You wouldn't find that attractive?
Oh yeah, that's good.
I was thinking more so. Let's say the fight is justified. He's not just going around bullying up on some, he's not bullying people. But you're on a date with him, and let's say, I'm trying to think. It has nothing to do with you, but some guy starts mouthing off to him, and he beats the fuck out of the guy, and it's kind of warranted. Would you find this attractive or a turn on?
No.
I think I'll be a little more scared.
Warranted. It's warranted.
Defense.
But if
Let's say it's warranted.
Like, how bad did he beat him up?
He didn't stomp his head in when he's on the ground, but he knocked the guy out and then walked away.
Did some damage.
That's cool.
If it's just like a one hit, cool. But if like he has like a whole fight, like and kills him or something, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Fair enough. So none of you would date Luigi. Okay.
No. I know some people that would date him though.
Well, in any case, what's ended up happening
his name
is a lot of women online are like in love with him, and they were in love with him. One, because they thought he was attractive. That original CCTV footage that we saw, where he's wearing like the hoodie, it's kind of like this downward angle. Some women have since, now that they've seen his other photos, I guess they're a little less attracted to him now. But
the second photos we just saw, those are still fine.
No, I think he's still a good-looking guy, but a lot of girls, they were like, oh, the CCTV footage, I don't know, whatever. We have a couple of the TikToks that we can pull up.
Of Luigi?
Dude, TikTok is scuffed.
So they got the TikTok, right? It says, when you're being chased by a killer, but it's the United Healthcare CEO shooter. Like, they're literally making fun of the healthcare CEO shooter. This man was assassinated and killed. And you got modern women on TikTok making fun of him, making fun of this guy's death. That's crazy. They're making fun of this guy's death. Look.
Tell them why won't let's go full screen. Okay, yeah, go ahead, play it. So when you're being chased by a killer, but it's the United Healthcare CEO shooter, and then play it again.
Christine Heron was 15 years old when she disappeared.
Right? They're making fun of the CEO healthcare guy's death. Like, that's crazy. But this is the crazy world we live in, man. You know, I just think about it. I'm just like, I don't understand the concept. I don't understand it. I don't understand their logic. I don't understand nothing they say.
So she's like running away, but she's like, oh, it's Luigi, and then she's getting naked because she's wants to fuck him. Okay, next.
Our hot CEO assassin, turns out his name is Luigi. He's 26 years old. He's an Ivy League grad. Did his undergrad and master's at Penn in computer science. That's my type. He's a little young for me, but baby, what is you doing getting caught eating at McDonald's? And curse you, McDonald's employee, for turning him in. But I get it. They upped the reward to $60,000. Maybe you needed that money. I never understood those crazy women that wrote inmates in jail. But I can see what's doing that.
Sick, man. Sick in the head, man.
On Hinge before, or the fact that I would still smash.
Hold on, start it from the beginning.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that I matched with this man on Hinge before, or the fact that I would still smash. He is still hot. I'm gonna say it, I don't care.
Okay, next.
They have no moral compass. Like,
and then no, scroll up. Okay, I don't care. Free him. Okay. And I think.
You think people are sending him stuff in jail?
Probably. Maybe.
He's probably making bank right now.
Yeah. So I don't know. What's the panel's thoughts on this?
I think the women are mentally ill.
Okay.
Wait. I was thinking,
go ahead.
Oh, well, I was thinking like these women are just being unserious.
Yeah, I don't think they're for real.
Yeah.
Or they're joking.
Okay, they're joking.
Yeah, I do too.
There could be some women who are joking around, but like,
who jokes about this though?
I think a lot of women kind of going to be writing him love letters, trying to get
put money on his commissary.
But historically, a lot of murderers had that. Jeffrey Dahmer had fans and stuff. So
we have something on that, but going around the table, I mean, any reactions?
They're crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but I definitely don't agree.
I'm not into him.
All right, well, pull up the Wikipedia article, F11. So there's this term, hybristophilia. So it's a paraphilia involving sexual interest in and attraction to those who commit crimes. The term is, make it bigger, please. The term is derived from the Greek word, whatever the fuck that is, meaning to commit an outrage against someone. Many high-profile criminals, particularly those who have committed atrocious crimes, receive fan mail in prison that is sometimes amorous or sexual, presumably because of this phenomenon. While less common, the aggressive type of hybristophilia can occur in men with female serial killers, although...
All right, so they're attracted to the serial killer guy. It's really crazy. But I wanted to show you another piece here. Hold on. I want to show you how psychotic some of these chicks are. Hold on, let me show you. Let's switch this up, though. Okay, now take a look at this. I'm going to find it for you. Where is it? I'm looking for it right now. I think it is. I think right here. Okay, here we go.
Individual, community, or institution against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group.
That is the, by the way, we do have a rage quit. That is the definition of racism. Do you have objections to this definition?
The only thing I would say is if you look up racism, it depends on which like dictionary that you would look to, because I've seen definitions where they also input the word.
And shout out to the Whatever podcast for holding it down and holding these ladies' feet to the fire and holding them accountable for what stupid shit they say. So I salute them for that. But I want to play it for you.
Power or something about like systemic.
But systemic racism and racism are two different things, though. We shouldn't conflate the two.
That's true.
Anybody can be racist, but everybody doesn't have the power to prevent upward mobility based on race.
Yep.
And historically, in our recent time, the only person that really had the power to do that in America has been white people.
Especially
all right, go ahead, Morgan. Can you read this?
You claim misogyny from men who are married and have multiple daughters, yet have you ever taken a moment of self-reflection to consider that you individually are the lonesome one?
Lucas, this came in a little bit ago. Do appreciate it.
Everybody's okay. There's a lot of men out here not taking care of their.
I'm not talking about just a random guy.
But then he's not going to be able to take care of all those kids. Who's polygamous? Not.
Because it takes no effort for you to get sex. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to be smart.
Hold on.
It's a guy who makes $1 million. That's like.
And this is another thing.
Income to be for your future husband.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Minimum $1 million.
What's ideal?
$1 million minimum.
What would be ideal?
Oh.
Hold on.
Multi-million. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Have you ever dated a guy who makes $1 million a year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How did it work out?
He cheated on me.
I bet he did.
And then what about you?
I said 80K.
Oh, but you.
I said 40,000.
All right, you put 50,000 here.
Oh, did I put 50? Okay.
What about you?
I think I answered this question stating
Depends.
it depends on our lifestyle, what I did choose.
What do you want the lifestyle to be? Okay, so you want kids, right?
That changes. Yeah, that changes. I don't know how many kids do I want. I don't know.
All right, listen to how unsure these women are. Like everything they say is I, me. I don't know, maybe, possibility. It's hypothetical shit. It's like, how are you an adult woman and you still can't make up your mind on what you want? Like, it's wild to me. I don't understand it.
I'm accepting what life has for me and what God has for me.
Do you want to stay in Southern California?
No.
Okay. All right. What about you?
300K is good, but $1 million would be better.
Yeah, you wrote millions, but 300,000 plus, depending what year it is. So, like, if you time travel back,
No.
you want to go back in time, or what?
Depending, like, what year I get married. Like, obviously, money's not going to be the same value
when I'm older.
Do y'all know the percentage of people that make that amount of money?
Yes, very few people.
But so you would rather take a roll of dice on a 1 in a million chance for a life partner than to give someone a chance that may be workable? I just want to know how y'all.
I'm workable depending on the life.
She said 300,000,
Okay.
80K. That's I ain't mad at that.
80K is less than money.
And you said $1 million. I think you just playing though. You ain't serious.
No, I'm serious.
You're gonna be seriously by yourself. Yeah.
Wait, so 1 million and then $1 million.
If I meet him and he doesn't have $1 million yet, but he strives to make $1 million, right? Like that's fine.
Why does he need to make $1 million?
Or like,
300K.
She wants a high value man.
And he's gonna do him. A high value man is y'all crazy, yo. Good luck, man. Life will teach you. Life will teach you.
So you think it's like impossible for a high value man to not cheat?
I could jump off this bridge. I could jump off this building and land on my feet. It's possible, but is it likely? Probably not. So if y'all want to keep banking your life on a dice roll, you have the right. See, I'm not one of them dudes that tell you shouldn't do this. Do what the fuck you want. Just know what you're asking for. Know the probability and the likelihood. You have a small window to have children and be this beautiful woman. You want to roll that 15-year window on meeting a millionaire and expecting him to focus strictly on you in the world where all women want his money? Good luck.
well, I'm not saying he needs to be a millionaire now.
But he shouldn't. No man needs to be a millionaire to get a woman. Y'all need to lower your value. I know you're attractive and all that, but that don't mean you deserve a man.
Doesn't this tie into the conversation we were having?
For money, yes, because money doesn't make a man.
This ties into the conversation we were having earlier about like, do women need to lower their standards or do men need to step up? And it's like, you got women who want a guy who makes $1 million. That's like a point. I mean, it's definitely less than 1%. It's even less than that. It's a guy who makes $1 million. That's like.
And this is another thing. Y'all don't respect a man's natural instinct. So men are naturally polygamous. Naturally, they tone that down for you. So once a man is empowered financially, the more money a man has, the more financially astute he becomes, the more access he has. That brings his nature to the surface. So you're trying to tone down a rich man, and you want him to strictly deal with you. You don't understand man at all. And when y'all evaluating your mates, you're not taking into account the natural instincts and nature of a man at all. You're assuming
naturally a hoe.
I believe
that's not a hoe though. That's the truth.
It is a hoe.
Nothing. How is it a hoe?
You can go and fuck 100
We're not talking about just fucking. We're talking about just men are naturally polygamous outside of sex.
Multiple women. There's gonna be some STDs and all type of things in that mix.
That's not guaranteed. But that's not. It's called getting checked. Y'all act like it's guaranteed to get something by being with people. You can get checked and find out. So let's stop acting weird like that's impossible. You can find out what they have and deal with them. But what I'm saying is, regardless of how you feel about it, a man is not naturally polygamous nowhere in nature. It ain't got nothing to do with.
You just said he was polygamous.
I say he's not naturally monogamous. Excuse me.
Okay.
Nowhere in nature is the male species monogamous, and nothing about his biology makes him a monogamous. Even when you take sex out of it, men oftentimes have positions and be in positions where they're benefiting the many. Like you'll see a minister, he talks to the whole congregation. A lot of women have put their emotional and mental trust into this one man. That's still a polygamous situation. It's just not sex is involved. So men are just naturally doing for the many. That's why a man can have 20 women pregnant while you can sit down for 9 months and be with that one child. So y'all keep comparing yourselves to men. It's just not the same thing. Men are not naturally monogamous, and the more you empower a man, the more likely he's not to be. Especially in today's time, we know most women just want it for his money. Why the fuck would you just pick one of y'all?
So that man that sat and got 20 women pregnant, he's not a hoe.
Not if he can take care of them. No. If I got $80 million,
you're crazy.
If I got $100 million and I want
Nick Cannon has all the money and has 12 different families, and those are 12 broken homes.
And 12 women agreed to the shit because why?
Because they're idiots.
Hey, that's your group. But most women put value of money over their bottom line. You even said
right? They put value of money over their bottom line. Right? It's pretty wild when you think about it. The value of money over their bottom line. Crazy, right? Hold on, let me see if this is good. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay.
You said, hey, if he got a couple dollars, maybe. So that says something about women. If a man could get you to lower your standards of being a woman for money, that says more about you than him, because you ain't got to take the money. You taking the money because you rather have money than be a respectable woman.
There you go.
Now, if I'm taking care of all them kids, how am I a hoe?
Right? They rather have money than to be a respectable woman. That's a fact.
got 20 like Cam Newton. All them kids live with him.
Some of them was born at the same time, so that meant he went to fuck one lady one day and then the next.
How does that make him a bad parent to lead them kids to
I
be
didn't
successful?
say nothing about parenting. I said, is he a hoe? And you said, no, that doesn't make him a hoe.
I mean,
But
I don't think that
disagree.
makes you. If they agree to it, how is you a hoe? And especially if you could take care of them.
Because you could be a hoe and everybody's
But
okay
there's
with
a
it.
lot of men out here not taking care of their
I'm not
multiple-
talking about just a random
But then
guy.
he's not going to be
There we
able
go.
to take care of all those kids. Who's polygamous, not.
Because it takes no effort for you to get sex. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be witty. You don't have to be accomplished. You just have to be appealing physically. A man has to have something or just money to get.
Right? They, not all women, but high majority of them, they weaponize their looks against men in this country. That's crazy. They're saying, well, hey, you know what? Men want me based on my looks and my biology. So I'm going to weaponize it and monetize the way I look. It's like an auction. It's crazy.
Get a woman to give him his body. So he has to acquire some type of skill set that y'all don't have to do. So when a man has multiple women, he's acquired some type of attraction. A lot of y'all don't even like a dude who don't got. When it's like you see a dude walking down the street with a regular looking chick that's not attractive, you might overlook him. But if he come down the street with Rihanna, you're gonna look at him a little different.
Yep.
So y'all are even attracted to men who attract other women.
Yep.
I don't know about y'all, but I mean, yeah, some women, yeah.
Okay, but also if a man does have money, but he's lacking like personality, character, values, I don't think I would be attracted to him.
Yeah, so yeah, not only does he have to make $1 million, he has to be tall, good looking, single.
I put any height on
all these other like.
So you have to be tall, good looking, single, and you got to make $1 million in order for a guy to qualify to date women in 2024. Really?
Well, he needs to have
You're looking for money,
personality.
so it don't matter.
He's got that personality.
That's personality.
What does that mean to have
I never said
personality?
that.
$1 million? Come on, sweetheart.
That's
You
like
got
how the same
money. It's
value.
all right. Only. No, I'm talking
and you
about
don't know
$1 million.
Wait, what?
You make $1 million a year?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Doing what?
YouTube, having my own clothing brand, having my own
Wait,
podcast.
YouTube?
That's cool.
How many- wait.
But this is the thing, we don't care about that shit.
Wait, how
So a
many
woman having $1 million.
subscribers?
You asked her a question.
No, I agree, but I'm saying, but that's
Wait, how many
prerequisite that we need to like.
Right? Their job is their husband. Their job is their boyfriend. Being submissive to their job in corporate America, corporate Canada. Them being submissive to their supervisor, to their boss. That is their husband. That is what they have a relationship with, is their boss, which entails money. They don't have, they're saying, okay, that energy that they could use to build nuclear, to have a family, to actually build generational wealth, they'd rather use it to just keep working. And then they're gonna burn themselves out. And then what? And then what after that? Oh, okay.
700,000.
High value woman right here.
I mean,
So, like,
According to a woman, we don't care about the money.
Yeah, men don't care about your success.
I hope they.
Like we don't. We never did. We just want to know if you're feminine, honest, and loyal. How's that so? Why is that such a hard concept for women to understand? Like I don't understand. Hold on. Let's see. Right? So it's just like, man, okay.
They don't.
But he asked
You
a
asked
question.
about it.
He asked a
You
question.
both asked
So
the
don't say,
correct
oh,
answer.
No, I just asked how much you
And the response after is, oh, I don't care about it.
Because it
I'll
doesn't make you
explain
more
it.
attractive that you
I'll
make money.
explain it. I was asking
She's asking a
because
question she didn't care about if it made
It's
her
a
more
misogyny
attractive.
that I'm talking about.
How? Because you don't care that you make a lot of money. That's not
Why'd you ask?
We answered.
So if men don't care that women make money, it's misogynistic. This is why I'm doing this broadcast piece here. Because I lost my mind when I heard this stuff. Okay, let's go back. Here we go.
Like a lot of
Everybody's
women.
There's
okay
a
with it.
lot of men out here not taking care of their
I'm not
multiple
talking about just a random
But then
guy.
He's not gonna be
flip it.
able
How
to
do you
take
look
care
at
of
a
all those
woman
kids.
Who's polygamous, not
Because it takes no effort for you to get sex. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to be witty. You don't have to be accomplished. You just have to be appealing physically. A man has to have something or just money to get a woman to give him his body. So he has to acquire some type of skill set that y'all don't have to do. So when a man has multiple women, he's acquired some type of attraction. A lot of y'all don't even like a dude who don't got a girl. So y'all like when it's like you see a dude walking down the street with a regular looking chick that's not attractive, you might overlook him. But if he come down the street with Rihanna, you're gonna look at him a little different. So y'all are even attracted to men who attract other women.
I don't know about y'all, but I mean, yeah, some women, yeah.
Okay, but also if a man does have money, but he's lacking like personality, character, values, I don't think I would be attracted to him.
Yeah, so
they say that.
Yeah, not only does he have to make $1 million, he has to be tall, good-looking, single. All these other
Well, he needs to have
you looking for money,
personality.
so it don't matter.
He's got to have personality.
That's personality.
What does that mean to have
I never said
personality?
that.
$1 million? Come on, sweetheart.
That's
You know
like
about
having the
money.
same
It's all
value.
right. Own it. No, I'm talking
and
about
you don't know what I have.
Wait, what?
You work. You got it. You make $1 million a year.
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
The whole point of why I'm doing this is because at the end of the day, the 2024 average woman, she's married to her career. She's married to her single friends. She's married to social media. She's not right. Her job and all that stuff is more important than her having a relationship with a man. Like, that's just what it is.
Doing what?
YouTube, having my own clothing brand, having my own podcast.
YouTube?
That's cool.
How many?
But this the thing, we don't care about that shit.
Wait,
so
how many
a woman having $1 million.
You asked her a question.
I agree, but I'm saying, but that's
how
not
many
a prerequisite that we need to like you.
700,000.
We don't care about your money, ladies.
High value woman right here.
We don't.
I mean,
So I
According to a woman, we don't care about your money.
yeah, men don't care about your success.
I hope they don't.
But he asked
You
a
asked
question.
about it.
He asked a question.
You both asked
So
the
don't say,
correct
oh,
answer.
we
No, I
don't
just
care.
asked how much you
Which
make.
is a response after is,
But
oh, I don't care about it.
No,
Because it
I'll
doesn't make you
explain
more
it.
attractive that you
I'll
make money.
explain it. I was asking
She's
because
answering a question she
that's
didn't
why
care
I
about if it made
It's
her
the
more
misogyny
attractive.
that I'm talking about.
how's it?
Because we don't care that you make a lot of money. That's not
No,
something.
because we answered the question that you asked, and then you going to refute it.
No.
Oh, we don't give a fuck anyway.
No, because she said it as if that makes her deserve a man who makes $1 million.
And then now you're
No.
gonna say, okay,
I'll
well,
explain.
fuck the right answer.
It's no wrong or right answer.
I got this. I'll explain this. She said she makes $1 million. I was asking.
Made.
Huh?
Made.
Yeah. And then I was asking how many subscribers she has, because if she was like, oh, I have like 5,000 subscribers, I'm like, there's no way you're making $1 million on YouTube with 5,000 subscribers. That's why I was asking. It wasn't to like dunk on her and be like,
oh, she got more than
I was saying,
Oh, no, but you guys
respond to that
multiple
question.
times.
no, but it is true. We don't.
They're masculine. These women are masculine, man. They're masculine and they want effeminate males. I finally know what the definition of effeminate means. It means like males that are basically female. Effeminate men. Like feminine men. It's crazy.
We don't care about a woman's
I
success.
agree. I know men don't care, but
We
it's
don't
like
care.
Right? If you don't, if a woman doesn't want to date me because I'm not an effeminate feminine male, then that's fine. I'll just rock out, man. Because that's how it's gonna have to go, bro.
that's not what I
think
was
y'all
calling
I think tone and delivery just rubs y'all the wrong way. So you think, oh, he has to hate women. I don't hate women. I think women are beautiful. I just think a lot of your concepts about men is just a little off. And the things that y'all think we value, we just fucking don't. We do
He's telling you guys the truth, man. So this is why I'm doing
not care that you make a lot of money. That doesn't equate to you being a great mate. A man will take a girl that's working on the fries, who's sweet and treats him right and not materialistic, than a baddie who makes $100,000 a year. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I will. If you give me a girl that's not materialistic and not like a bird brain in the mind, I'll take that over a bad chick. No, I don't want that. No thank you.
How men think. You believe it if you want, but this is what it is. We don't care about how much money you make. That doesn't increase your value.
I agree with that.
Oh, okay, so hey, we good.
Okay.
Right? The mass shooter guy, Luigi, he showed you he doesn't care. He showed you he can't get laid. And he has a six-pack, come from an Ivy League school, has his degree. He showed you. He did something. He reacted. I think it's wrong that he reacted, but I'm not surprised. No.
All right. We're going to get into the next topic then. Give me just one sec, guys. One moment here. We have favorite topic. This is only for you, Peyton. Peyton, the question is, can people be racist towards white people? To which you said no.
Yes, and
we can
whatever you want, whatever factual.
Got some data attached or just someone's opinion?
it was like a thread that did. That's all.
Let's define.
I'll tell you guys like my
any
opinion.
stats you want, I'll pull them up for you.
Okay, so all right, racism. Here's the thing of a race. I feel like technically black people can't be racist because that's hateful and discriminatory. We don't have the. So that's.
So you're saying we could be racist on the individual?
I do the Obama hypothetical.
She answered it right though.
Technically speaking, like when I'm being discriminatory.
It's still racist. Racist is racist.
Wait, from this question. Can there be racism between minority groups?
Yeah.
Like, for example, can like a Hispanic be racist towards a black person?
Yes.
Can the Hispanic?
How is it the average white person, right, has more power than the average black person? You say, well, it's
gonna kill you for the color of your skin when you get pulled.
Individual, community, or institution against a person.
In your lifetime have shown the product of oppressive women, not some shit from Margaret Sanger.
Okay, hold on.
In your lifetime have shown.
From Lucas, did we read this one?
His hypothetical is incomplete. Ask yourself this in a 3-piece.
Someone dress more.
There's some truth to that. We're not going to make it a broad 100% to be dressed like that in order to make that distinction. But if they was both wearing a suit, what it is, and everybody.
Yep. All right.
Crazy statement.
Let's see. Gender pay gap. Are women oppressed in the USA?
Okay. He asked, right? Are women oppressed in the USA? Listen to this.
Des is gone. We have. Let's see.
Crazy.
Are women oppressed in the USA? Payton, you say yes.
Crazy.
Ninzi, you say yes, or you yes.
Or oppressed in the Western country. When they're strong and independent, they don't need
And then Lily,
to walk around.
you think women are oppressed in the USA?
And they say they're oppressed. This is what I want to show you.
How?
It's wild, man. How are women oppressed? This is the big one here. He's asking them, you guys wrote down on the paper, the questionnaire, you said women are oppressed in this country. Now, listen to the women-splaining explanation. It's gold, man. Gold.
How?
Go back again, one more time.
You yes. Are women oppressed in the USA? Payton, you say yes.
Okay, right?
Ninzi, you say yes, or you yes.
So we want to know how.
And then Lily, you think women are oppressed in the USA?
I gotta play this.
How?
Here you go. I'm gonna mute up.
Is that the question?
Yes.
I think we kind of doubled back and talked about that previously.
Well, we were talking about rights, but oppression is a little bit different. So how are women oppressed?
So for me, it goes hand in hand with, right, that mind state. And again, with like being taught certain things and being taught like, oh, this is okay, or this standard and this.
Like, I would agree with her that women have been lied to for a very long time, and they're still continuously being lied to by feminist propaganda. I would say that, you know what I mean? But geez, man.
Level of learning, education, knowledge, or you're supposed to do these things and only these things.
What in your lifetime have shown the product of oppressive women, not some shit from Margaret Sanger? Today, in your lifetime, how are women being oppressed in America right now?
My rights against my body.
This is what I want to know. She said the rights against my body, right? Let's go back. We want to know, okay? Let's play it again.
From Margaret Sanger. Today, in your lifetime, how are women being oppressed in America right now?
My rights against my body.
I knew it. So besides abortion.
Okay, hold on a second. I want to make sure the audio is clean. All right, we're good. We're good. Okay, so here we go.
So why are you going to give me besides that I answer your question?
I mean, it's your
I
answer.
feel like abortion is
I
oppression.
don't think it's
Yeah,
oppression.
but you guys live in California, so what?
But what about the people that don't live in California?
The law
Wait, so let's do this. Okay, women are oppressed. You're women. How are you oppressed?
We want to know.
How am I oppressed?
Yeah. Do you think you're oppressed?
Yeah, I've definitely.
She thinks she's oppressed. This is crazy. Look, right? She's saying abortion in California. If a woman wants to get an abortion, she can. In California, they're doing transgender surgeries. Some states are outright banning it. But she's saying that she's oppressed in California as a woman. And look what she's got on. Bro, this is crazy. Bro, you can't make it up, man. Like, I'm just going to go back right here. Let's go back. Listen.
Oh, this is okay, or this standard and this level of learning, education, knowledge, or you're supposed to do these things and only these things.
What in your lifetime have shown the product of oppressive women, not some shit from Margaret Sanger? Today, in your lifetime, how are women being oppressed in America right now?
My rights against my body.
I knew it. So besides abortion.
So why are you going to give me besides that? I am.
Right? The right to abort a child. The right to abort a fetus. Do they not have that right? Morning after pill and on and on and on it goes?
Answer your question.
It's your answer.
I feel like abortion is
I don't think it's oppression.
But you guys live in California, so what?
But what about the people that don't live in California?
Okay. The law let's do this. Okay, women are oppressed. You're women. How are you oppressed?
How am I oppressed?
Yeah. Do you think you're oppressed?
Yeah, I've definitely felt from time to time in different stages of my life, like in work and stuff. I've worked in different aspects of life, and I've felt people belittle me. I felt men put me below.
Yeah, but individual men belittling
me too
is not oppression.
You think men? You know how much we get belittled by other men? Our whole lives. It's like
exactly. I've been belittled by men. We get belittled by men our whole lives, ever since we're young, and we learn to, build thick skin. We learn to grow a pair. That's the saying of growing a pair. That's like having good cojones, big cojones. I don't understand their concept, man.
And you don't think it's worse for you?
I was about to say,
you don't think it's worse for you as a black man?
I do think we get oppressed, but I'm not sitting here talking about I live under oppression. Y'all are. So I'm trying to figure out, how do you equate?
I didn't say I live under oppression always. The question asked, do I feel
oppression to me is constant. Like a slave was living under oppression where you were made to do something. No one's making you get pregnant by a man that you deem undesirable. So that's not oppression. That's self-oppression. And now, if you're as far as keeping a baby, you didn't make it alone. So that's the crazy thing about the baby thing. You're carrying it in your body, but it's not made just by you. And when it comes out, it's not just responsible for you.
We did talk about that earlier.
I'm just saying, but it's not even what you bring up in this abortion thing, that's still something that's a part of the man as well. So it's not just a you thing. What strictly about women is oppressive today? Because abortion to me don't count, because the father is also responsible for that child. Absolutely. So what individually, outside of abortion, which is two parents, is oppressive to women today?
Waiting.
I feel like you kind of really just disregarded the whole thing on it wasn't even about the two parents, it's about my body and what we're doing.
That child ain't just yours. But that child is not just yours.
That sexual assault against me, right? And the other percentage of it.
Yeah, you were the victim of a crime. You're not oppressed.
Exactly. We talking about outside of
men can be victims of crimes too. You're not oppressed.
We talking about something that's strictly exclusive to women, like how circumcision is exclusive to us. That have nothing to do with another person, because a baby is a product of two people and two genders. I'm talking about something strictly for you that's oppressive today that you can't prevent, because you can prevent getting pregnant. A slave ain't had no choice. He had to be a slave. Yep. You don't have to get pregnant. So what positions that doesn't require you to do anything that makes you oppressive today?
You waiting?
Does it count if I say like the gender pay gap disparities in America?
There is no gender pay gap.
There is.
Is it so? I mean, let's just give you that. Is it such a stretch that it's oppressive? Like, we talking about? Are y'all making? I think we like a few cents ahead of y'all. It's like it's not even crazy.
We bring up.
But I'm just saying, just
good enough to be justifiable to you.
Because
like
you
y'all
talking
are
about 50, 60 cent.
I don't even wanna answer no
come
more.
on.
So,
man.
but then, so you're trying to say our answers to that are like,
I just want
whatever.
something. I'm
Fuck
talking
that
about something
answer.
Everything is
substantial.
disregarded. Like y'all are angry.
How about this? Okay,
That's what
fine.
I'm feeling.
Cool.
I just want something
How about this?
substantial.
Why don't we go ahead and grant that the gender pay gap is conceivably oppression towards women? You would then have to acknowledge all the other gaps that exist. For example, men die 5 years earlier. Would you guys?
How is that relevant though to
It's
the pay
literally
gap?
a gap.
You're saying that makes them
Men
oppressed?
die.
No. It's not really relevant to the gender pay gap, I suppose, but it's a gap. So I'm trying to follow the logic here. So if a gap exists between men and women, if the gap is negative when it comes to men's experience, then that's evidence of like male oppression.
Sure.
Okay, so for example, bringing it somewhat related to the wage gap, because this has to do with work. Men are much more likely to die on the job. Men are more likely to die on the job gap.
That's true.
Is that oppression?
Yeah, that is true.
If that's how you want to see it.
Yeah. And then tying
how
it
you
into the
want to see
wage gap, if men are much more likely to die on the job, would this indicate that men are much more likely to work dangerous jobs? Like
Yes.
for you guys to be willing to work a job where you could die doing it, wouldn't you want to be compensated more? And wouldn't these jobs tend to compensate more?
But what about like the actors and the surgeons and the
actors? You
Yeah.
mean the OnlyFans girls who make way more?
I said actors, not models or sex workers. I said actors, like actresses. Like I've seen like pay gap disparities in actresses, like between men and women.
What about the NBA?
Oh yeah, that's another way too.
Yeah, do you think
Yeah, don't bring up that's a hard argument. You ain't gonna win that one. I'm talking about you. You ain't gonna win that one.
That's another one.
But
do you think
that's a goofy argument.
Do you think the women who play in the WNBA should be paid the same as the NBA players?
I think they should be paid more, but I do understand since it's not viewed as much as the NBA
They
and
don't
stuff
make
like
enough
that. They're
money.
not.
Yeah. Wait. Also, here
they don't.
So when it comes to the gender pay gap or whatever, there's the uncontrolled and then the controlled pay gap. Uncontrolled is basically you're comparing all women who work to all men who work, and you're just doing a straight comparison without factoring in hours worked, type of job, seniority, any sort of like the company. You're not factoring in any of that. When you control for everything, it shrinks to 1 cent. Men make 1 cent more than women. And then this can easily perhaps be explained away. You want a guy to pay for the first aid?
Yeah.
You want a guy to pay for the first aid? You want a guy to pay for the first aid?
Yeah.
Women, by exerting a social pressure, a mating pressure on men that doesn't exist on you, by your own actions, men are thus more motivated to succeed. They're more motivated to earn money than you guys are, because you guys know you're not being assessed. You're not going to be precluded from getting sexual or romantic interest from men because of your money. But plenty of women are going to completely zero men out if they can't pay for the date or provide in some capacity. Women are putting a mating pressure on men that doesn't exist in you. And this solely disregarding the hours worked and the type of job, just women's own mating pressure that you guys on the individual and group level apply on men completely would explain the wage gap, because you expect men to go out there and earn money so we can take you guys out on dates.
I don't think it completely explains it, but I feel like
maybe not.
It's to some degree. Like I hear what you're saying. But I wouldn't say it completely explains
Well, how about this? So, do you think men are highly motivated when it comes to like getting romantic or sexual relationships?
Yes.
Yeah, highly motivated. In fact, they're so motivated they'll pay money to get sexual access, right? Are you guys willing to pay money to get sexual access from men?
No.
Who's
not
the
us, but like other women.
Who's the primary consumer of OnlyFans? Men, right? So, okay, men are highly motivated.
Not this man.
Perhaps you could even say highly desperate to get sexual access to the point that they pay for it. None of you guys would even consider spending money. You would fucking be like, what? You want me to pay you to? No, never happens. Men are willing to pay money to get sexual access. You guys get that for free very
You
easily.
can't just blame that on the women. That's like the new day and age and what's been taught over
but
time.
the point I'm
like
trying
it's
to
not just a women thing. Women don't teach you and put these things in your head. And
that's
you know,
instinctive
put it
through
on
our day.
that.
No one's taught to spend money for sex.
But no, I'm talking about over time.
I feel like prostitution is like one of the.
Hold on. Now it's getting real good again. But yeah, this was a really good podcast here. I just got to go through it because I want people to see what I'm talking about, why I do what I do.
oldest jobs in the entire world.
Who do you think teaches all the kids in school? Is it
Men and women. Okay.
No, it's mostly women. It's overwhelmingly the teachers in school are women.
But teachers in school, but then your parental figure, the male.
Single moms.
You mean the parental figure?
Typically, so we're going back to the general.
Well, let's talk about the parental figure. The parental figure is sending the kid off for 8 hours to learn from women. 8 hours a day plus to learn from women. What are you talking? Like, it's not even close. The amount of parenting time versus school time, not even the same universe. So yeah, it is women who are teaching men. It is women who are teaching young women. Yes, they're overwhelmingly the teachers. I don't know what to tell you. They are. Like, that's a fact, right? So when you say, oh, it's not women. Women aren't teaching our young men this. It's like, yeah, they fucking are teaching our young men. Who else is teaching them? They're the teachers.
And I worked in the school, and they're not that embracing of men in the school system like people think. Because I hear a lot of people say, there need to be more men in the schools. They don't really want us there. I worked in the schools for 8 years. They don't want objective men in these schools. They want women who's going to...
Right? If you're an objective man, my channel is for you. If you're an objective woman, my channel is for you. But if you're just go along to get along, it's not for you.
Take instruction and stick to the curriculum, so.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys expect men to pay for first dates, men are going to be more motivated to make more money than you guys. Comes down to motivation.
And think about it. If the average man is being asked to make $300,000 to $1 million, we got to make more money. So you can't say, oh, we don't make enough money, but then you say, I want him to make more money. But it's like, come on, y'all got to, it's like y'all just want to be right. Not y'all.
I just thought about so how he brought up a fact that black women are graduating like the most from colleges and stuff like that. Think about those black women that graduate from colleges and then go and try to get these jobs, and then they're getting paid less. I also feel like it's like intersectionality that comes.
You got to go right in the mic. Right in the mic,
I'm so sorry. I'm so
hear
sorry.
you. Yeah, you're good.
I feel like there's also some intersectionality that comes into it because, yes, black women are going to school and graduating at a higher rate than other races and genders, but when it comes to pay gaps and pay disparities, black women are being paid the least amount of money.
Okay.
But unfortunately, black women always telling black men that they make more than them. So it's like on one hand.
Well, there are statistics to prove that too, also. So.
But you see how you wave the finger at us, but you say I'm a victim to other people. But you know. Don't shit on us about the money then.
All right. Still not sure about the whole female oppression thing, but congratulations to you, though. Asian women are out earning white men. So good job, I guess.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. And then
they are though.
Maybe we'll try to wrap early today. We'll do a couple more topics. I mean,
hold on, I want to get one more part.
There's a couple chats that need to come through.
He targeted black
I wanted the part which
any other topics from the panel that you guys want to talk on before we do the roast session?
Oh yeah, I want to do that thing.
Roast. I didn't know that was a thing.
No.
I only been here 3 times. They don't know me. They just say
Vector
black guy.
donated $20. Chair 3 is all about tactics. The tactics of running away. You are the kind of person that, if you had the chance, would become a...
You.
I think they're talking about her in the yellow.
No, I think it's...
Because I was thinking 1, 2,
girl.
Well, he's talking about something about defense.
It was one of y'all too. It was one of y'all
with the... Bro.
Your body, my choice forever.
Bro. Dude, oh my gosh.
Brian, shake that dumpy.
Okay, I'm...
Tamu Alicia, keep...
do you guys think men are insecure if they care about a woman's body count?
No.
No.
Into the mic.
No.
No, not really.
Lillian?
Lily.
I prefer Lillian.
I wanted the
okay.
But I don't know where it's
awkward.
Do you prefer Lily though?
Yeah, it's Lily. Why does he want to know though? Why does he want to know?
Hey.
Come on, you know why you want to know.
Why?
No, do you think men are insecure if they care about body count?
I feel like they will.
Oh, let's go here.
Down anymore. There's a lot of hookup culture, mostly men. What do you mean by mostly men?
I feel like men just see a girl, they just want to fuck.
Do you think it's because they feel like that's all y'all good for?
Yep.
Yeah.
And whose fault is that?
Whose fault
That's
is
our
it?
fault.
Oh. How is it not when most women put a price on everything to get from them? If men feel like everything is about money, so let's just get straight to it. If you put yourself, not to say y'all, but once you put yourself in a transactional energy, it brings men the transactional energy out of them. It's like, well, everything is a price with her. She's not gonna listen to me. She ain't gonna change how she wanna wear. So let's just get straight to the mustard. I'm gonna pay you and you just do what you. I'm not like that. I ain't no trick. But women, I feel like, are forcing men to be that way. Y'all show, y'all take crazy pictures. You're always putting yourself out there. So that's giving pay for me vibe. So that's why men are gonna come at you like that.
I think if a woman was to take crazy pictures, like, she's doing it for herself, not like for other people.
I know, but you're still speaking from the perspective of a woman. Y'all don't even consider how we view things, and how we view things should matter because we built this shit. So we have to, our voices have to matter. The fact that you can work in a world where you don't rely on a man was afforded to you by the ingenuity of a man. So y'all never think about what men think. You can feel however you want, but a man, if you think if I'm making $400,000, $300,000, you think I got time to argue with you about something? Nope. You gonna do it or I'm getting the fuck on. Because y'all always focus on this specialized man. That guy is not trying to hear what the fuck you talking about if it ain't on his program. Not no abusive shit, not no misogynistic shit, but certain concrete things about how he wants you to carry yourself, how you want you to deal with him. It's non-negotiable. I didn't work this hard to bring myself out the mud to make $400,000 to deal with a woman who wants to submit to me optionally. That doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in y'all mind.
I think
I feel like because they don't submit also, you know?
What are we submitting to?
Wait, you want
to the girl?
You want?
Wow, I'm opening
not
doors
fucking
for you.
with other tens of other bitches.
That's all y'all got is cheating.
Yes, because that's a very large sum of men.
But this the thing. This why I don't believe that shit. Because I see rappers, athletes, entertainers. I don't see 100 dudes going to Rihanna concert throwing their drawers on the stage. We don't do that shit. But a woman will go to a quick, hold on.
Right.
I'm saying that's more discreet. She's not going to answer. But I'm not going to. I seen Kevin Gates did a concert. It was a pregnant girl on stage with him. She was pregnant. She let this man spit in her fucking mouth. So what I'm saying is women say, oh, we don't want that. I think women put a stipulation on money. It's like if you can afford to be a cheater, they'll let you cheat. Because women know for a fact that these rappers that they running up into their hotel rooms trying to get in line, you know he ain't faithful to you. Women want the high of the experience of being around a high value man, but they don't necessarily want him to stop dealing with other women. If he can afford to keep you hushed up, women, I know y'all gonna say it because women are very PR friendly, but behind closed doors, I've seen more women deal with a man who's willing to, if he's willing to pay you and take you to Dubai and he want a little side piece, most women will let him do that.
Take myself to Dubai.
Yeah, okay.
Single.
Sound good.
I've had like an experience where I've dealt with dudes who had a lot of money and I knew that they was dealing with other people. But like you said, you're right, yes. There's some situations where if I'm satisfied in all other ways, I will let some shit slide.
If he got the money.
But in the end, I've learned that it's not worth it, and I would rather be with the regular dude that would treat me right and love me than the high value man that's gonna cheat on me for the rest of my life.
Dude, but you really want the other dude.
No, that's not true. Because I don't want to be cheated on, actually.
Of course she does.
No.
She wants
if I wanted
the
the
high
other dude, I would have still been with the
So
other
he gonna
dude.
make sure you got a dress right then.
That's fine.
Immediately.
He never complains, so.
Yeah, he must. Where you from?
LA.
Yeah, different. East Coast, we ain't going.
How you tripping on my Instagram pictures, but you was just liking my pictures?
I mean, I like them, but I ain't your man.
Okay.
You want to be?
Okay, I don't know. Going back to Lily, your final notes here. You said also people not knowing how to properly take someone on a date or plan, and by people,
it was the same guy.
You mean men? Oh, same guy.
But yes, men in general.
So, but what does it mean to properly take someone on a date or plan?
Oh, let me go ahead.
Stand on principle, but we had these. We had 3 girls. It was gonna be 10 on the panel total.
You don't want this.
You're drinking the champagne?
You don't want it.
You can have it.
Yeah, you don't want it. You play.
Yeah, all yours. 3 girls were running like 30, 40 minutes late, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You guys aren't coming on the show.
They pulled up.
One of the girls.
Well, my
Because
answer
the question
to that
is a
was
setup.
denied. Yeah.
What's the setup?
What's the setup?
To get us to call the girl ugly.
No, that's not what was asked. Did anybody say you had to call anybody ugly?
Yeah, you don't have to call anybody ugly.
Saying they're less conventionally attractive is calling them ugly.
Okay, but why were you guys so quick to do it?
It is? So, okay, so you could never say that one.
Oh, let's go here.
You know, I haven't looked deep into laws like that. I can't state one, but I do believe they don't have one against their body saying you can't do certain things with your body.
I mean, hold on. You're a female advocate. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, but you haven't done the research on the type of advocacy you're trying to do?
No, I have stayed up with the laws and things like that, but nothing recently that's been passed stating that men can't do or can't use their body in certain ways.
What? No, so I'm just asking, so what is a right that a man has? Because you said women's rights. Well, what is the right in which that you're trying to equalize?
I'm not trying to equalize one. We're talking about, we brought it back to abortion laws, correct?
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the only one?
That was the one.
When it comes to a right, so is your position, men have bodily autonomy, women don't. Is that your position?
No, not that I've
Okay,
heard.
so there's
about men and what they're not allowed to do with their body. I'm
trying to understand.
I'm focusing on, when I brought up abortion laws, I'm stating how what was the word we used earlier?
Advocacy.
No, that's not the word I'm thinking of.
Bodily autonomy.
No, you guys are just throwing words at me and confusing me.
Doesn't even know what you're talking about.
When you're not allowed to do something, right? Or
right.
I can't think of the word. I'm blanking out.
Right, a prohibition.
No, you guys are just throwing words at me now. It's making it worse.
We'll be here. We'll be quiet for 10 seconds.
No, we're good on the 10 seconds.
We'll give you 10 seconds without any interruption.
But stating that, what is a man to say what a woman's allowed to do with her body?
What do you...
Outside of abortion, what are you talking about?
No, that's what I was talking about.
But you can.
Okay, so I'm happy to have that conversation, but is there, aside from that, is there any right that the man has that the woman doesn't?
Not that I can think of the top of my head.
You can't think of it, but do you think that there is?
Oh, I think this one here. Maybe.
Or is that the only thing? And then
that a man has a right to do that.
Okay, enough of the bozo.
Do you have any disagreements with the show host? Both of you simply wrote misogyny.
Here it is.
And I don't know if this is also the case for you. Unfortunately, your questionnaire did not include that one. So
yeah, I don't think it had that on there. So it doesn't apply to me.
Maybe safe to assume, though, that you would have wrote that too. So maybe you guys have seen the show then?
I haven't seen a full show, but I definitely seen clips on Twitter.
Right. So you think the show is misogynistic, or you think myself or Andrew, I guess, is misogynistic?
I would say the show. Yeah.
Both? Okay. First, just so we understand the terms correctly, how do you define misogyny?
They don't even know.
Like, you think men are superior?
They don't even know the definition.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, you think men are superior, you think we're femcells, usually.
Wait, what's a femcell?
What?
Like a incel, but a female incel. Like how women call men incels as insults, and men call women
You know what an
femcels.
incel means?
Hold on. First off, no, men never use the term femcel as an insult. Secondly, there's no such thing as a female incel.
I've seen it on Twitter. That's why I said it. But
no woman can be involuntarily celibate. So it's not even worth having a conversation about. But so okay, you think that to your first point, you think that we think men are superior.
Based off your answers.
Answers even tonight.
Yes.
Okay, what have I said tonight that would indicate that I think men are superior?
Well, earlier you were saying how you specifically, Eric.
Oh, so I'm the misogynist.
No.
Yeah.
But
So
Eric's another panelist.
Okay, so
you have not seen any clips of Eric. Your accusations about misogyny have to do either with me or Andrew. So, what examples tonight from me have I indicated that I believe males are superior or whatever?
I have one. When I forgot what I said, but she was like, "Yeah, women don't think that way. Women don't think like that. Like, we just don't have brains."
What though?
It was just such a generalization that it just sounded like, yeah, you the type of man that just hate women.
Y'all gotta be specific though.
I forgot what I said. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I wish I could roll back the clip. But it was a question asked about, what about if women do this and think that men,
when you make accusations, you got to be specific about what happens.
How about this? You guys filled this out before the start of the show. What before the start of the show would establish myself or the show as misogynistic?
I wish I could pull up one of y'all clips.
Which clip? Go ahead. Here, how about we start with Destiny? Destiny, what is something I've said that is misogynistic?
I think that the show kind of has that rep. So that's kind of what I come into it. I was like,
what,
mentally prepared.
Okay, what
Stand
has
up for the women.
Sure. What has led to that reputation?
Maybe like the arguments being mostly based on men and women and like what they bring to the table and like what are they.
How would that be misogynistic?
Even just your guys' arguments.
Which one?
There's so many.
Okay, give me one.
I have stoner brain.
I think y'all confuse a male's perspective as being misogynistic.
Maybe.
No, because I argue with men.
He's right. So what they do, so if a man has an opinion about dating and relationships, simple, complex system, they deem it as misogynistic. So like, I have an opinion. These guys, whatever podcast, Eric and Brian have an opinion, right? They call it misogynistic because you have an opinion. Oh man, this is crazy.
And all the time, and you could just tell when somebody like hates women versus like when they just want to.
You can tell when dudes want a women worshiper versus a man who's not afraid to be objective with a woman.
Right, he's 1,000% right. What they want are women worshipers, and they're afraid of a man being objective with women. So myself, I'm always going to be objective. These guys are always going to be objective. Any man that's objective with women, they label you an incel, misogynistic, and on and on and on it goes. That's what they do. It's really crazy.
I think y'all get it twisted.
In 2024, I can't believe this is where it's come to now.
Tell when somebody like hates women versus like when they just want to.
You can tell when dudes want a women worshiper versus a man who's not afraid to be objective with a woman. I think y'all get it twisted. Y'all think because a man is objective and he's challenging how you think, that he thinks he's better than women, and y'all think a guy that's willing to.
Right? They don't want to be challenged on the way they think. They can't be disagreeable. They have to be agreeable with whatever the ideology is in the culture. So if it's a degenerate culture where a lot of women are doing OnlyFans, now they're thinking about doing OnlyFans. If it's a culture where they promote transgenderism, well, they're for transgenderism. Whatever the narrative is, they go along with the narrative until it's too late, until they face negative consequences. It's like that woman, Lily Phillips. Right? She had sex with 100 men in 24 hours. And she's like, oh my God, it was just one after another. What did you expect to happen? You were having sex with 100 men in 24 hours. You're not a wife. Like, you guys want, like they want this, like you said, transactional relationship, partnership. It's just transactional. Look at humans as objects. It's really crazy, really sickening.
To say, oh yeah, you're right, that he's a real man. No, he just rather he's afraid to lose you. Some men are not afraid to lose you at the sake of their own self-respect and sanity. That doesn't mean they're misogynistic.
I'm not talking about
my self-respect and sanity comes first.
A man that's afraid to lose me. I'm talking about people that I argue with on the daily.
Yeah, let's get back to the conversation though. So what have I said that's misogynistic?
Can I answer a question with a question?
Hold on.
What?
I'll let you come in, but they made the claim, so they have to.
That's amazing.
Can I eat a banana?
It just seems
wow,
like
you guys really love to save other women. Go ahead.
It seems like you view women as objects more than
no, stop. Guys, you gotta kindly shut the fuck up and let her talk. Go ahead.
That's not kind. I don't know.
I don't
who
give
you're
a
talking
fuck.
To.
Go ahead.
You clearly don't.
It seems like you guys view women as objects more than actual women.
Okay, what have I said tonight that would indicate that I view women as objects?
Well, saying that we don't think or that we don't have brains.
When did I say that?
Didn't he say that?
He's
what
just
did I say?
manipulating you, girl.
What, how's it manipulation?
Because you it's manipulation when you ask for an example knowing that you could just rewind the clip and just go look back at the stream. You already know what you said.
No, I'm asking you.
We forgot what you said.
No,
because we've been here for over 5 hours.
But before the show.
So it's very hard to pick up, like, oh yeah, this is
But
something
who
you
cares
said
about the show?
5 hours ago.
But the questions are asked based on their perception of him before the show started.
He's just he makes misogynistic remarks. I will say that.
So what?
I cannot remember.
You literally can't provide one thing.
I already said what you said when you said women don't think like that. In response to one of the questions about women thinking that men
It was something about women thinking that men like care about them in another way or something like that. I'm upset that I don't remember, but I just think it's weird to say, oh, just because you don't remember it, that means I'm not misogynistic. Like, no.
So if I blamed you for a crime and I can't prove it, does that substantiate my accusation?
Well, it's not like you're going to be on trial and you're going to be in the courtroom without any evidence.
Sweetheart.
I don't have my phone to pull up and I don't have the memory to remember what he said 3 hours ago.
But you remember it was misogynistic?
But it was before. Forget whatever I said during the show.
I remember what he said. I forgot what the question was asked to me.
I'll just go ahead and I'll just grant to you that maybe I said something misogynistic during the show.
Yes.
What you filled this out before the show. What have I said that is misogynistic?
I wasn't really talking about you specifically when I said that. I was talking about this show in general.
What is misogynistic about the show in general?
Just the way that you guys frame questions, you guys ask women questions like to like kind of upset them and like questions that you have more information on than us, knowing that we're kind of like random and we don't have time to get information and knowledge to back up our arguments versus you guys have all these statistics and all this stuff to back up statistics and graphs that y'all plan in the instead of telling us what we need to instead of telling us the conversation at hand. We have more time to prepare.
You can make an argument that that's unfair. What the fuck does that have to do with misogyny?
It's misogyny because you're doing it, and everybody that comes on here majority of the time is mostly.
Right. What does that got to do with the price of tea in China? What does that have to do with it?
Women that don't have the information to argue back with you.
So it's 7 of y'all versus 1 of me. You can't with your collective brain power
It's not just one of you though. You have technology and you're Googling all these statistics and
but most of the
I can make these arguments without the graphs and infographics. That's just to clarify points. You guys bring up these claims about the call education, voting. You guys are just wrong because you bought into the feminist propaganda, and I have to correct it.
And calling us feminists.
How is somebody's
You
point
are
of
feminists.
view wrong?
You're all feminists.
Okay,
but this is the thing, though. This is the thing.
Wait. She has to say her thing. Go ahead, say it.
How
is your point of view wrong?
Yeah.
No, I believe in truth and facts. Your point of view is irrelevant if the facts
is it irrelevant?
Like we don't have the facts right here to back it up.
How is your point of view wrong?
Yeah.
No, I believe in truth and facts. Your point of view is irrelevant if the facts are.
Like we don't have the facts right here to back it up like you.
If your point of view is.
Do it one more time. Hold on. Let's do it one more time.
Like we don't have the facts right here to.
Point of view is irrelevant if the facts are.
Like we don't have the facts right here to back it up like you.
If your point of view is men have had voting rights for 1,000 years and women haven't, that's just factually inaccurate. It's not. Hold on. Stop. No, I'm providing an example. You were just factually incorrect when it came to women's voting.
No, I use that as an example when I brought it up. You asked me.
How was she wrong?
What
we didn't say 1,000
years. It was a
years.
reply to an answer. You asked me. I believe the question was. You asked me, what have women, come throughout time fighting for and stuff like that. So I brought up the things that we were fighting for: our rights to vote, education, abortion. So I was answering questions.
You said, here's the genesis of that entire conversation. You said that you're a woman's advocate, and the first thing you went to. I don't know why. In what way would you still be advocating 100 years later when women have already had the right to vote?
You asked me about things over time. It was the first thing that popped in my head.
No. You said you're a women's advocate. You said you're a women's advocate. I'm like, what do you advocate for? And you're like, women's right to vote. You have the right to vote.
Our safety. No, originally when I told you what I practice and how I'm, advocating, it was safety and
safety from what?
From danger, from people trying to take advantage of you.
Wait, hold on. That's very.
Everybody's a victim of that.
That's a really.
So you could take it both ways. I can only speak for women. I only know how to protect myself as a woman. I can't speak on how to protect myself as a man. I'm not a man.
I mean, that's a very misandrous statement for you to say that you need to protect yourselves from men. You're trying to paint all men as like predators.
I didn't say protect myself from men.
Let's talk about the bear question then.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think what's the opposite of misogyny? Misandry?
Misandry.
So is The View misandrous?
Is what View misandrous?
The View. It's a show called The View. Is that a misandrous show?
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah, have you heard of it?
No.
So y'all never heard of the show that come on with Whoopi Goldberg and all the women?
No.
So you would think you think that's a misandrous show?
Yeah, I saw. I saw a little bit this morning.
The only other podcast.
Do you think women's today's rap? Are you familiar with Cardi B and these Megan Thee Stallion? Do you think their music is misandrous?
It is.
Why not?
Well, I don't know the words, but.
Do you think their music is misandrous?
Similar in how ways men speak down on women. I've seen it on both sides.
So do you think their music is misandrous? Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. Is their music misandrous? Yes or no?
Wait, why do you think it is?
I'm asking you. I'm just asking. Do you think their music is misandrous?
Answer a question with a question.
Did they speak from a position where they're talking down to men?
Oh, like saying like fuck these niggas or something? Like,
wait. Fuck them and get some money.
We
can't say that word. But
we gotta stop using that word.
So you don't know if their music misandrous when they make music about, you know, F him if he ain't got no money, like regarding like this, like dismissing him to a financial object, like y'all say we sexually objectify y'all. Do you think their music economically objectifies men?
Yes.
So can that be considered misandrous?
That's what it is.
I don't think so.
Of course not.
So okay, going back to you, you said that like I objectify women. How do I objectify
Women can't
women?
admit that they're wrong about something.
What do you
That's
say,
crazy.
the labia?
How would that? Hold on. How would that actually be objectifying women?
Crazy world.
You gonna just look at yourself in the monitor, or are you gonna respond?
Like just looking at herself in the monitor.
I don't know what to say.
You gonna respond? Objectifying women. You gonna just look at yourself in the monitor, or are you gonna respond? Women. You gonna just look at yourself in the monitor, or are you gonna respond?
Oh, let me zoom in.
I don't know what to say.
Look.
Respond. Objectifying women. You gonna just look at yourself in the monitor, or are you gonna respond?
She just wants to sit there and smile. That's all she wants to do, and look at herself in the monitor. Look at her reflection of what God created her. She just wants to look at what God created her, the reflection of what God created her. It's wild. Look.
I don't know what to say.
In the monitor, or are you gonna actually be objectifying women?
The labia.
Look at her.
How would that? Hold on. How would that actually be objectifying women?
Just watch her.
You gonna just look at yourself in the monitor, or are you gonna respond?
I don't know what to say. God, man. Wait, what was the question again?
Well, when I asked you how have I been misogynistic, and you're like, oh, you.
What's wrong with that man?
You gonna just look at yourself in the monitor, or are you gonna respond?
I don't know what to say. God, man. Wait, what was the question again?
Well, when I asked you how have I been misogynistic, and you're like, oh, you objectify women.
Okay, let me correct it. You've been perfect.
Okay.
Well, you said I was misogynist.
Okay, that's hold on.
Okay, let me correct it. You've been perfect.
Okay.
What is she saying?
Misogynistic, and you're like, oh, you objectify women.
Okay, let me correct it. You've been perfect.
Okay.
Well, you said I was
I don't understand. I can't follow her logic, man.
Wait, what was the question again?
Well, when I asked you how have I been misogynistic, and you're like, oh, you objectify women.
Okay, let me correct it. You've been perfect.
Okay.
Well, you said I was misogynist.
Okay, that's I'm misogynist? She concedes the argument then.
But she pointed to me though.
I don't like arguing.
Why do you think I'm misogynist?
Oh, I forgot what you said now, but I had it earlier.
See, that's the thing. See, my thing is with y'all. It's like y'all. The issue is this: women, y'all come to these conversations because I've done panels with a lot of women. Y'all have these preconceived notions of what you think you know. And then when a man has the information to counter it, you say stuff like, well, I don't have all the data. So why the fuck are you defending something that you're unlearned about? That doesn't make any sense.
We were going to be talking about
I'm talking about in generalities. Because whether you knew, I can come to it, for example. Brian could say, hey, we talking about dating tonight. But I still might have information. He might throw me a question about something that has nothing to do with dating. I still might have an answer for it. So whether I'm prepared to talk about it tonight or not doesn't mean I don't have the data for it. If you're so concerned with women's rights, if you're so concerned with the diaspora between, or the disconnection between what men can do and what women can do, you should have that information readily available to your mind if you're always talking about you're in defense of it.
Another thing to think about here was that you guys brought.
This brother is on another level. He's telling you the truth.
Women can do. You should have that information readily available to your mind if you're always talking about you're in defense of it.
Another thing to think about here was that you guys brought up statistics, not us.
Yeah.
And so after you brought up statistics, I clarified the statistics. I didn't use them to even make an argument, just clarified what the statistics were. In this case, the claim, hang on, I'll give you the exact claim. The exact claim was how many women were getting abortions due to SA. That was your claim. And so you said that's what the statistics back. So all I did was clarify the statistics. Didn't use them as a weapon, just clarified what they are.
How's that misandrous?
I'm not saying like the stats is what's making it like misogyny. I'm just saying y'all have information to back up your arguments and we don't. And I feel like knowing that and inviting us and not telling us what we're going to talk about is
it's not fair. Like, let me not say, oh, that's misogynist, but it's definitely not fair. And I feel like the arguments that we're talking,
right, it's not fair. So when biological males that identify as transgender females compete in women's sports, y'all don't even cry foul and say it's not fair. Only one woman, Riley Gaines, was the only one that actually stood up for women's rights. But you guys stay silent. Why is that? Oh, okay.
Talking about
not fair.
Circulate around misogyny.
Well, let us assume for a moment, because this is true.
I think it makes sense.
Let us assume for just a second that in every single show, these same exact questions are asked over and over and over again. Because that's exactly, hang on, because that's what.
Right, this is what I say. So even on dating streaming services, when you ask them the same questions over and over and over and over again, it's the same answers. Nothing's going to change with them.
Happens. And now let us assume again that there's over 150 episodes that you could go watch.
Right.
Isn't your failure of preparation, even though these questions are asked every single panel, for every single panel that comes on, isn't the failure of preparation there on you and not on the panelists? There's no question you've been asked that every single other group of women isn't asked.
Because y'all judging the show based on clips, so why don't you do your due diligence to see the whole show? Because you made conclusive statements on clips you've seen, but you haven't done your due diligence to see what the whole show is about. So that to me leads back to what you claim as misogyny, as you're not prepared to defend what you believe. You're just following
facts. Guys, in 2024, modern women are not prepared to. In 2024, modern women are not prepared to defend what they believe. Again, modern women in 2024 are not prepared to defend what they believe. Now, you ask me, certified, are you prepared to defend what you believe? My answer is yes. I'm prepared to defend what I believe. That's why now it makes sense. This is why they sound the way they sound. They're not prepared to defend what they believe. They're not prepared to defend that. That's why they're going to keep doing the same shit every day, come on a dating app and just repeat and regurgitate, even if it's off the date. That's why they stick in their own silo, right? Inside the cell phone, right? Whatever other people's thoughts are inside the phone, right? Because they can't defend what they believe and they just go along with the program. Again, cogs in the machine. Cogs in a machine. That's it. Let's continue on.
Preset of not prepared, to me, leads back to what you claim as misogyny, as you're not prepared to defend what you believe. You're just following a preset of thinking that you never really did your due diligence on, and then when you're challenged on it,
right? Preset thinking, right? Preset thinking. That's it. He hit the nail on the head, brother.
The whole show is about. So that to me leads back to what you claim as misogyny, as you're not prepared to defend what you believe. You're just following a preset of thinking that you never really did your due diligence on, and then when you're challenged on it, you play victim. Like, if you don't know about something, stop defending what you don't know. Learn it.
That's all they had to do. They could have done that 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I can do that. The brother can do that. Eric can do that. Brian can do that. Most men can do that. But why can't most women do that? Defend what they believe instead of having preset beliefs and not able to change their mind. It's cognitive dissonance. Like, it's a serious cognitive dissonance. But anyway, I'll play that part again. He's right. And this is what I've been trying to. He hit the nail on the head, man.
On it, you play victim. Like, if you don't know about something, stop defending what you don't know. Learn it.
Right? And that's what they do. They play victim. Oh, woe is me. Oh, you're attacking me. Oh, it's your tone. You're attacking me. I'm attacking you because I'm challenging what your idea is. That's why this generation is the softest generation.
A preset of thinking that you never really did your due diligence on, and then when you're challenged on it, you play victim. Like, if you don't know about something, stop defending what you don't know. Learn it. That goes for male, female,
I'm
white,
I'm not even as concerned with that as I am. What I don't understand is every single panel of women who comes in, the same questions are asked of them. Every single one. Everything from the rating scale to the bow video to all of this. Every single panel that I've had. Now I've been on 76 times, I think. Every single one. It's the same questions asked to a different panel of women. If that's the case, then you at least have the last 70-something episodes to choose from to do just a modicum of research.
No,
how could that be blamed on the host?
Can't do it.
I'm not blaming the host, personally.
Okay. Well, I mean, but who should you be blaming? You should be blaming you, right? You're unprepared to have a conversation.
But who's to really blame?
To have a conversation.
I'm upset. I'm hurt.
You have 70 episodes to choose from.
I'm hurt.
Listen.
Can you scoot to the table a little bit? Okay, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Right. What would you want the?
So anyway, that was great by the whatever podcast. I thought it was dope. Thought it was really dope. Now let's go over to the cogs in the machine. Thought it was dope because I'm like, yeah, that's what they're doing. Preset. Right? Can't change their mind. Can't think what's outside the box. Cogs in a machine. All that stuff. And so, hey, this is where we are now. And hey, if you don't want to accept that from women, I don't know what to tell you, family. I don't know what to tell you. But I know the kind of woman and the kind of women that I'm going to deal with. It's just that simple. Right? It's just that simple. You want an effeminate man, someone that you can push around, get to jump through hoops, call names to and degrade when you don't get what you want. F that bullshit, bro. F that bullshit, bro.
Hi, Brittany.
You want to push and degrade men, do you? You won't do it to me. My mama never raised
I'm always scared
a man like myself to be degraded by a bitch like this. What's going on?
Nothing. I said I hate it when people request to be guests because you never know what it's going to be when you open it, like a penis or something. Hi, Brittany. How are you?
Well, my name is Certified, but I don't know what you're talking about. What guys on this app,
Oh, all the time, all the time.
Why do you frequent within the app then? If this is what they do,
show their penis.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like it, why do you frequent on the app?
Well, no, it's okay. It's not every time. I should reword that definitely. I just like talking to different people on here. It's not very often that I come across somebody showing their penis, but my sister gets it a lot. I don't know.
So my question was, why do you frequent coming on an app where that may occur?
I have no idea. Just for fun.
You have no idea why. You have no idea why you would frequent within an app that maybe a person might pull out their dick and show you on camera, so the whole world can see publicly. You have no idea why you'd be there.
No. Thank you.
This woman said she don't like me and blocked me. Did you see that? Ma'am, didn't he say they can't, right? They can't explain or they can't be challenged on what they believe, or they can't be challenged on what they believe. It's crazy. So she blocked me. She said, I don't like you and blocked me. Man, it's crazy. If a man is assertive, they don't want to talk to you. No, they don't want to talk to you. If you're objective, you have objective truth, they don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be stupid. They want you dumbed down and stupid, my guy. That's what they want. This is her here, Megan. This woman blocked me because I asked a question. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not yelling and screaming. She blocked me.
Milo's Regan and Archie to go down.
Really crazy, right?
It'd be cool now.
Stupid men. Wait. Masculine men are attracted to stupid men. I need milk.
What's the matter?
I need milk. I need my father figure.
Oh, wait, you got Tucker.
You got her milk. Right.
Can I have this?
Milk.
Well, when you're done eating your sucker, you can have the reindeer. Uh-oh.
Touch the reindeer. He don't catch it. He don't get it.
This is what you niggas signing up for? Not me. You hear him say daddy?
Let me see her.
You hear him say daddy?
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Daddy.
I need milk, certified truth, MVP on YouTube. Hey, Luke. Hey, Tex. What's up? Where's the daddy? The daddy of what? Hey, Adam. Hey, Rez.
Cogs in the machine.
Hey.
Look at these beta males.
How you doing?
The baby needs its father. The baby don't even got its mother.
Betas.
What'd you say about baby and the mother?
Beta male.
No, they're my nieces.
Oh, daddy.
That's
Okay.
the baby crying in the background there. She's my niece.
I can hear them now.
Look up.
Huh? You can hear her?
Yeah, I can hear the baby now.
She's way in the kitchen.
It's amazing.
She's mad because we have a pet reindeer with our...
It's amazing.
So she can't get the reindeer because she's got sticky hands. And she's mad. That's why she's crying. Hello, beautiful. Hello, John. What's up, Justin? Thank you, Main Event, for the favorite. Bleh.
Dude making hearts. Yeah, it's a gesture on the app.
Thank you for the crazy. Dude's making hearts is crazy. What's wrong with it? He's just showing love.
Yeah, it's a thing on.
Michael, hello, what's up? You're not gonna date him. What are you talking about?
Watch this one.
So why waste time? You don't have to date somebody to spread love.
Look, I hurt his feelings. Look.
Well, I wasn't making shots at her. I was making
Shaw, whatever your name is, hello.
Well, like, what's
Thank
going
you for
on?
the
Like,
favorite. You can just spread love. You don't have to date somebody to spread love,
yeah,
okay?
bro, just shoot
I hurt
your
his
shot.
feelings. How'd you hurt his feelings?
Leave me out of it. Just shoot your shot, bro. It's okay.
Look, I hurt his feelings. Look.
He tried once, if that's... Well, he didn't really try to shoot his shot, but he got in my box one day.
It's amazing.
Me or... No, he asked me what I'd rate myself.
The clip is working.
And then,
Hold on.
Brittany asked Certified Truth TV, got one person watching him on his live on YouTube.
I don't care.
It's crazy.
I could have
He
zero.
got in my box one day and
I could
asked
have
me to rate
zero, and I'm
myself.
still,
He asked me what I thought I'd rate myself.
content.
And I said, I don't know, maybe like
Now
a
I get
6.
paid for my videos, whether you
And
like
he
it or
said, well,
not.
I think you're very beautiful or something like that. And then he asked me to rate him, but
What you talking about?
I had men in my chat. It's probably weird to me, but I don't give a damn.
You hurt his feelings.
Men in my chat, men I knew in my chat.
Sure.
And I told him to rate
better than
him
you,
because I
smarter
don't
than
do
you,
that.
stronger than you, financially more
Dequan, hello.
and wiser.
Dequan.
And can fight better.
Same shit.
Could
Hello,
knock
how are you?
better than you could. It doesn't matter to me. I stand on what I say.
How many diamonds you got? Oh, I bet that was Luke. I knew it. I fucking knew it. He does that every time. There's like 1 second left and he'll send a gift. I knew it.
Luke, appreciate it.
Oh, you got a bunch of diamonds. Bandito, what it do? I understand Certified hurt and he needs somebody to talk to in his life and he likes to bully people because... Fuck, somebody commented and it went up. He likes to bully people because he can't get his way. That.
I don't care about the narrative. I don't care about effeminate males. Effeminate males are wackos, bozos of life. So, I mean, shit, they don't even have a photo. They don't even have a photo. They got so much to say, but got no photo? Yeah, I don't respect that shit. We don't care what trolls say. But by the way, we know you're watching. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this demo up if it's going to work. Let's see if it works. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, but I'm going to do this. Turn that off. And then I'm just going to pick a lady to talk to. How about that? We're going to do that, okay? All right. Okay, so let's go. Right? Don't even know how anything works. Just assume. You fucking anything. Coward piece of shit. Lucky I don't see you in the street somewhere. I did. It wouldn't be no. Shut up, dumbass. Nobody cares. Okay, let's go here. Let's see. Now look at this cog in the machine. Oh my god.
I have at best fucking retarded Thompsons.
That's
okay,
shit, man. I need someone to talk to. Really? Like I want to talk to these pieces of shit. Really? Dude, you're really insane. Pornhub.
What?
Right? Streaming. He's got his Cheetos.
Hi.
He's got his computer.
Hi.
He's all
So
good to go.
tell the people
Whenever I see like somebody doing that, I think of the movie Just Like Heaven when Reese Witherspoon. Hello, Jesse. What are you doing? Anyways, when Reese Witherspoon is like why can't I touch you? Because she's trying to slap him, and her hand's just going
like
inside.
This. Really?
Ad.
Inside of him.
So tell people what.
It's amazing.
What the fuck you mean to be Illinois? The fuck?
It's amazing.
Woohoo!
It's amazing.
Oh shit! I'd live in Chicago again.
I live in Portland, Oregon. I would live in Oregon. Unusual.
Why the fuck do you live all the way in the West Coast?
Look at that person.
What's out there?
That look like a woman.
Nothing. Your mom's loud today.
And shit. She's not building anything.
That's my mom's girlfriend and the old lady.
Yo, it's insane. All right, let's go to new. Bum 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 bum. These guys are not on camera. I just clicked on that lady. This woman's got a bad connection. I can't believe Christmas is almost here. Christmas is 12 days away. Yeah. About 13. Christmas is coming, man. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I think I'm going back down east. Go down for a vacation. You know. Go down and relax. Go down and relax for a little bit. Take it easy. You know.